Ladies and gentlemen, what's up YouTube? It's All Pro Sports Talk, the home of sports talk. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Also, hit the like button. Houston Texans mock draft. Let's get into it. So with the third pick, I have the Houston Texans selecting Thibodeau, defensive end out of Oregon. It would be nice for them to get Evan Neal at this position, but I think the Jacksonville Jaguars will take him with the #1 slot. If not, Evan Neal here would be the ideal pick. But Thibodeau is also a need pick for this team. They get a pass rusher that could be a dominant pass rusher for years to come. He's a freak athletic bull rusher and a speed rusher as well. Like I said, he wins with a lot of his athleticism. He does have some things to work on, and he hasn't played a full season of college yet. And what I mean by that, in each of his seasons in college, he's never played a full season. He always dealt with injuries or something else was going on, and he still had a high production sack rate. Look at him last season, he had 7 sacks. And like I said, he's a freaky, explosive guy on the line of scrimmage. He does have a higher motor than Jadeveon Clowney. I know that worries a lot of Houston Texans fans, but he can find a home here with Houston and can help set that edge on the right side for Thibodeau. With the 35th pick, I have him shooting up the offensive line, Zion Johnson, guard out of Boston College. Listen, they have Laramie Tunsil, they have Titus Howard at the other tackle position. I think that you need more interior line depth. And this man right here, Zion Johnson, can play tackle or guard for you. He's an excellent run guard. That's what he is known for out of Boston College. He is known for his ability to maul people in the run game and how physical he is. He's a guy that deals with a lot of wall stumbles in college, and he was great against them. He's one of the best interior linemen in this entire draft class, and it will help build up that offensive line for Davis Mills moving forward. And like I said, it's a guy that you can replace, that you could bring in to help replace Lane Taylor, because we all know he needs all the help he can get, and this offensive line needs all the help it can get as well. And it doesn't hurt trying to build around what you would want to be your future quarterback in Davis Mills. With the 68th pick, I have them taking Byron Robinson Jr., running back out of Alabama. I know a lot of people may be saying this is too early for a running back, but I do not believe so. The Houston Texans dealt with a bad plethora mess at that running back position last season. They had David Johnson, who can only run 2 plays, a stretch and a toss play. He can't run in between tackles anymore. He deals with a lot of injuries. He'll be more suited and fitted as just a pure receiving back at this point of his career. They had Philip Lindsay. It did not work out too well, so they ended up cutting him. Like I said, this whole team went through just a mean backfield situation. They had Mark Ingram back there. It was just cluttered. It was just a bad situation. I love the way that they can come in and bring in a guy like Byron Robinson. He's a powerful running back. He doesn't have that much mileage on his body, and he does sit at 6'1", 225 pounds, 271 carries, 1,343 yards, and 14 touchdowns at his career at Alabama. And he also averaged 5 yards a carry. He can get those extra yardage on his own. He reminds me of a Najee Harris type. He is a guy that's physical. He's not going to catch the football very well, but he is a guy that can run in between tackles, and you can give him the ball on a consistent basis. And he's not going to have the breakaway speed to go for a 60-yard touchdown, but he can turn it in. He's not going to turn the football over, and he can be a power back that Davis Mills can look forward to for the future. And he can also help upset the play action game to Brandon Cooks. With the 88th pick, I have them taking Darius Kendrick, cornerback from Georgia. Listen, he fits his system very well. A zone-heavy system with the Houston Texans, uber aggressive and physical in the red zone. They need help at the secondary position. They have a very thin secondary, and I think bringing in a guy like Darius Kendrick, who could play a little bit of safety. He is lanky, but he is best suited as corner. He's just a versatility guy in the back of that defense. To be a defensive back guy is what the Houston Texans defense needs. With the 127th pick, I have them taking Micah McFadden, linebacker out of Indiana. This guy right here is a physical thumper. He reminds me a lot of Leighton Vander Esch. He doesn't have the zone and man coverage ability just yet, but he's gotten better at his zone coverage every single year at his years for Indiana. He's a pure tackler. This is one of the best tackle linebackers in this entire class. And the way I look at it, this Houston Texas team needs linebacker depth, and they need a guy in the middle of this field to be the anchor for this team. And that's what Micah McFadden can be. He's a downfield blitzer as well, and he can get some pressure up the middle. He had 7 sacks last year at college and 77 total tackles. He has a high motor. I haven't seen him take one play off. He's aggressive every time, and that does come into bad situations, because if you want him to do a wall stunt blitz, he may get an offsides here and there, but for every uber aggressive play comes with a reward. He can cause a lot of turnovers, and he has a high motor that the Houston Texans need. With the 145th pick, I have them taking Trey Turner, wide receiver out of Virginia Tech. This is a slot receiver. Has reliable hands, can play on the outside as well, but he's excellent open field. You give him the ball in his hands. The Houston Texans needs more explosive weapons for Davis Mills. They have Nico Collins. They have Brandon Cooks. They need a for sure guy that can help go down the field and help sure things up with Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks is a franchise type of wide receiver. They have one. Bringing a guy like Trey Turner, who you can put in special team situations at the punt return, the kick return situation. It will help this team out tremendously. And like I said, he has good hands. Only had 2 drops last season in college. One of the best slot receivers in his draft class, and he does have high potential. With the 182nd overall pick, I have them selecting Will Mallory, tight end out of Miami. This guy can block, has good hands. He stands at 6'5", 245 pounds. He has that good athleticism. This man can go out there. He can run those routes. He is a fast type of tight end. He's a leaner type. He's not going to break that many tackles, and he's not a guy that's going to use a stiff arm either. He does go down easily, but the thing is, he does have that frame to add more weight on if needed, and his blocking got better every single year he was in Miami. And the reason that I'd love to see him with this team, a lot of his production came in the red zone. Once again, it helps put weapons around Davis Mills. You have the running back. I had them drafted Byron Robinson. You'll have Brandon Cooks. Then you will have Trey Turner. You bring in Will Mallory. In this system, he can be a for sure star tight end for the future for this team. With the 190 overall pick, I have them selecting Nick Cross, defensive back from Maryland. This guy right here is a big hitter. Excellent depth for this team. The major thing that Houston Texans needed on defense was more ability and accessibility on defense and more versatility. This man's another guy that can play slot corner for you, can play some safety, he can move all around the defense. He's a guy that can make the tackles. He's an impactful player. The only thing with him is he has a too high of a motor to where some plays you can say he gets a lot of holding plays here and there. I mean, here and there, he'll get 2 holding penalties one game. Next game, he's good. Then the next game, he may get 3 holding penalties. But he does tone down as the game goes on, and he becomes more disciplined. He's gotten better in every single year that he played at Maryland. You see the major thing I'm doing here? I'm getting them guys that's gotten better every single year in college. With the 247 overall pick, their last pick, I have them taking Jayden Floyd, defensive lineman out of Texas A&M. Standing at 6'6", 315 pounds, this man can stop the run in short yardage situations, and he'll be excellent depth for this team moving forward on that defensive line. The Houston Texans struggle with run stoppage this year. This is a guy that takes up a lot of space. He can be a stone wall in the middle of that defense. He's very strong, and he's not that athletic as you would want him to be, but in the right situations, especially in those short yardage situations, he can help develop into a guy that's just a pure run stopper, and he can play some defensive end as well. I would not do that because he is one of those bigger type of guys. He would fit well in the middle of this defense. But you guys, let me know how you feel about this mock draft in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Most importantly, I want each and every last one of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Peace.